College football Saturday roundup. Alabama completes thrilling win over Georgia. Arch Manning impresses for Texas. No, 4 Alabama Crimson Tide completed one of the most thrilling wins of the college football season on Saturday, downing no. 2 Georgia Bulldogs, 41-34 in dramatic style. The Crimson Tide led for most of the game and dominated the first half to take a 28-0 lead early in the second quarter. Bulldogs quarterback Carson Beck threw 2 interceptions. Alabama went into halftime with a 30-7 lead, but then the game turned on its head in the second half. Georgia cut the deficit to 33-15 heading into the fourth quarter, scoring 3 unanswered touchdowns to take a 34-33 lead with just 2:31 remaining in the game. On the very next defensive play, Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe found freshman star wide receiver Ryan Williams for a 75-yard touchdown to regain the lead. Williams still had lots of work to do, spinning to avoid the defense and dashing into the end zone. "I just had to do my part in helping us finish that game," the 17-year-old said afterwards, per ESPN. "We come too far. Somebody had to make a play." Beck led the Bulldogs down the field, but threw his 3rd interception of the game in the end zone as Alabama clung on to win and improve to 4-0. Georgia falls to 3-1. Arch Manning impresses, Kentucky stuns no. 6 Ole Miss. Elsewhere, Arch Manning, the nephew of Peyton and Eli, impressed in no. 1 Texas 35-13 win over Mississippi State, the Longhorns' first SEC win. Despite Texas making several mistakes, including committing 8 penalties on offense, and assured Manning, who was 26 of 31 for 324 yards and 2 touchdowns, and a solid defensive performance guided the team to 5-0. In Oxford, meanwhile, the Kentucky Wildcats stunned no. 6 Ole Miss 20-17 in the program's highest-ranked road win since 1977 and just their 5th ever win over a top 6-ranked team. The Cats stifled the high-octane Ole Miss offense, much to the visible frustration of Rebels coach Lane Kiffin, and then, on their final drive, converted a huge 4th down from deep in their own territory and marched all the way to the end zone to take a 20-17 lead. Ole Miss had time to mount a drive of its own, but Rebels kicker Caden Davis hooked a 48-yard game-tying attempt wide left. "Just a hard-fought, tough game," Coach Mark Stoops told reporters afterward. "Just proud of our coaches for staying the course. We've gotten better each week. I couldn't be more proud of the effort. I know it's one game, but it's important because of the work that's been going in for a long time." Michigan holds off Minnesota comeback. No. 12 Michigan seemed to be cruising to victory against Minnesota, holding a 24-3 lead after the third quarter, but the Golden Gophers produced a late fight back before the Wolverines held on to win 27-24. In front of 110,340 spectators, Michigan raced into a commanding lead as their defense forced 2 turnovers, recorded 4 sacks and 8 tackles for loss and blocked a punt. But Minnesota rallied for 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter until its late charge was halted by a controversial penalty with 1:40 remaining, as Michigan was bailed out by an offside call against the Gophers.